All right, guys, so the next thing that we're going to do is this section, this featured section. So to do this is going to be not tricky, but we got to pretty much set up the HTML properly. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a div that's going to be that whole section, or we could even create a section tag, right, and make it into that whole section. And then from there, we're going to create pretty much each one of these. Okay, so let's do that right now. All right. Okay, so let me see, where is this? Okay, not this one. I got so many windows open. My gosh. Okay, leave that there. All right, cool. Let's open up VS Code once again, and let's do this. I'm gonna close this up here to not have too much things in the view, right? So we're gonna say section. Okay, we're gonna use an ID, and we're gonna say featured. Okay, inside of here we're gonna have, let's see, okay, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, okay, so this is one h1, let's say like a h3 or something, or we could use a div. We're gonna use divs for everything, just to put it simple. We're gonna say div, make our lives easier. Later on we could change it, it doesn't matter. Okay, here we're gonna put in class title. Okay, and then in here we're gonna say featured. Okay, and then from there we're gonna have, let's say, div class, let's say videos. Okay, then in here we're going to say div class video. Okay, and just to distinguish this, we're gonna call this video section, or you can name it whatever you want, but I'm gonna call it video section. Okay, inside of here we have a video. Okay, and for now, how should we do this? Maybe we could do this as images. Okay, so let's do this just images. Okay, so we're gonna leave that alone like that, and we're gonna copy this. Oops, copy this, and I'm just gonna close this up like that. Copy this, this. Okay, we got 5, and then here we're gonna put in center. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put in these things that are here, this directional things. Okay, and I'm gonna call this arrows. So we're gonna say div class and say arrows. Okay, div class arrows. Okay, and I'm gonna say div class arrow singular. Okay, and for now, later on we could get the right icons, but I'm just gonna use that like that. Copy this, paste this. Okay, do the opposite. All right. Okay, there you go. So this is what we have. All right, whatever. For whatever reason, it's formatting the code. So leave it like that for now. Okay, so then from there we have this little things here, which is to select pretty much which one is on at the moment. Okay, so let me see the div class. Okay, that was the closing tag. Let me see if I could just put this in one line, because it is bothering me now. Okay, there we go. There we go. Put this like this. Still freaking formatting it. God damn it, VS Code. Don't format it. Jesus Christ. All right, whatever, who cares? Now that we got this, okay, we got this little section here, which is just gonna be the circles. Okay, for whatever reason, I think I might have like a, let's see, this is this, this is this, this is this. See, I think I might have something off, so you guys can see. I'm just gonna do this like this. Put this, let's say left, right, and this one just gonna say right, because for whatever reason it's just formatting it, and it's like it's bothering me. Okay, all right. So we got that. We got the arrows. Then over here we're gonna do div class. Okay, let's say circles. Okay, then I'm gonna say div class circle. Okay, and there's gonna be 5 of them. So copy this, 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 and then I'm gonna put here active. Okay. Now that we did this, we're good to go. Now we can focus on the CSS, okay, because we got everything here. The next thing that we want to do, we want to make sure that we come down here, we go all the way to the bottom, we come here, put in the ID of featured. Okay, I believe that was the name that we gave it, featured. Okay, then from there we have the title. So, oh, one more thing I forgot, because this thing does have a container. So let's create a container. So to do this container, we're gonna come here and also create another div inside of here called class container. Okay, and then move all of this code, okay, inside of the container. Okay, we save that. Now let me come here, put in the class container, and on this container we're gonna say width, let's say for now 960p. Okay, and then we're gonna say margin 0 auto. Save that and come back here. Okay, so it's centered. Now we can make this a little bit bigger, so maybe to 100 pixels. Save that. Okay, I think that's the right size. Now the next thing that we're going to do, we're gonna look at this. Okay, so this is full width. Okay, let's say this thing right here, let's look at the sizes of this. Okay, sizer, padding, This is the playout. I guess they're using Angular. I just want to get the size of it, right? Like I don't really care about the height, but I don't know. I know it's 12. Regular video is like, was it 1280? 1280 divided by 2, 640. Okay, so 640. Okay, 720 divided by 2 is 360. Okay, so let's say featured. I'm gonna just copy this. Featured videos. Okay, dot video, and then dot center. It was 640. Okay, let's say width 640 pixels, height what was it? 640 height was 360. Okay, 640 by 360. we're gonna say background. Okay, 640, 360 background. Let's say white. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, kids. And that's because we have, what is it, video section and then video. Okay, so video section and then video. Let me make sure we got featured. Okay, we got the video section, videos section, videos section. Okay, there we go. We got the little thing there. Okay, and then now we're gonna come here and let's go to this. Let's copy this. Where's it? Copy this whole area, paste this. Okay, delete this. Okay, we're gonna say display grid. Okay, display grid. Then we're gonna say template columns. Okay, and remember there's 5 little columns there. So we're gonna say 1FR, 1FR, then 640 pixels. Okay, then we're gonna say 1FR, 1FR. Okay, we save that. Okay, let's see what we have. We got featured and then container. Okay, I think I put in the wrong place. No, we got it right. We got feature, then video section. Okay, let me make sure, debug this properly. Okay, feature, let's say video section, and there we go. So we have it properly. Okay, so then now I'm gonna come here and I'm going to say, for this video centered, we're gonna make this to be red. Okay, so we know this is the center one. We're gonna copy this, paste this here. Okay, remove this from this area. Okay, we're gonna target the video. Remember, all of them are called videos, right? And we're gonna say background is white. Save that. Okay, and there we go. So we have it like that. All right, now the next thing that we want to do, we want to say, okay, we got grid, 1FR, 640 pixels, everything is good. We want to say there's a gap. So we're going to say grid gap, grid gap, let's say 20 pixels, save that. Okay, so currently this is how it's looking. Okay, let's make it a little bit smaller, say 10 pixels. Okay. All right, so there you go. We get in those little gaps in there. Okay, that's looking good. Now the next thing that we want to do. Okay, so we got this. All right, we got that. All right, so I want to make this smaller, right? So I found this website that helps me, just keep everything in the same ratio as the videos, right? So let's say this thing was at 640. Okay, let's say we wanted to have it at 500. It's a little bit too small. Let's say 580. So 580 by 326. Okay, so 580. $326, save that. Okay, now we're gonna do this over here, 580. Okay, there we go. Now let's try to do 2FR here. Okay, and there we go. All right, so this is looking a little bit better. I mean, it's not perfect, guys, but now we have some sort of grid system that is similar to what we have here. Okay, now the next thing that we want to do, Well, we want to make sure we have, like, let's say inside of this we have the video themselves, right? So let's come here. Okay, we got video. Now inside of here I'm gonna say div class, let's say image, right? Div class image. Okay, I'm gonna copy this, or I'm gonna copy it after I'm done, okay, to make sure that it's looking good. Okay, so all right, we got div class image. We don't have to do anything else other than just put an image here, so this is fine. So we're gonna copy this, okay, paste it here, and paste it here. Okay, so then now we're gonna do the same thing on this, but we're just gonna put in the image, div class image. Okay, save that. Now we're gonna come here. I'm just gonna find some gameplay, images. Okay, I'm gonna inspect this element. Okay, get the image from there. Okay, and then now I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna paste it here so I could copy this. And you gotta get used to copy and pasting, guys. This is how you get to speed up. Because if not, all of this stuff, if you try to write everything yourself from scratch every single time, you're gonna be here a long time typing. Okay, so we got feature, video section, then video, and then we targeting the image class. And then inside of here, we're going to say URL, right? And then we're gonna paste this in. Okay, and we're gonna remove this. Okay, let's say width 100%, width 100%, height, let's say 80%. Okay, let me see how that looks. Okay, video section, video image. This should be showing every single one of them. I don't know why it's not showing. Okay, we got video section, video, div class image. It should be showing here too. But I think the reason it's not showing, okay, it's being targeted. The reason why it's not showing is because of the certain size. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna give it a size, right? So let's say size is, this is 326, so this is a little bit smaller, so let's say is let's say this 300. Okay, so we're gonna come here and say height is 300 pixels. Okay, and there we go. So we're getting the 300 pixel. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to make sure that inside of this, let me move this up, right? Because this is the order of things, right? We got the video, then the video, and then the image. Okay, so save this here, and then we got feature, video section, video, image. Then we want to make sure that this image is centered vertically. So I'm just gonna come here and say display flex. Okay, justify content centered, align items centered. Okay, and there we go. So now we have it centered, as you guys can see. Now this is the cool part. So now, because we do have that, we can come here and remove this white background from the video, because we no longer need it. We already know exactly where things need to go. Okay, so it's looking good. Okay, I think maybe we're gonna have to make it a little bit smaller. Maybe a little bit smaller, or this we're gonna have to make it a little bit bigger. I think we're gonna have to make it bigger. So once again, let's look at the aspect ratio calculator. So let's say instead of that, let's say 620. So 620 by 349. Okay, so, or is it, okay, 620. Okay, 620. And we're gonna come here, save that, 620. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better, but now we gotta figure out, okay, width 300, video center, this one we have to put it in with 100%. So we could always have control of that. And the height of it, what was it? 349. Okay, so 349. Okay, now the next thing that we want to do is we want to get another image, right? Another gameplay image, and let's just get this one, Battlefield 1. Copy this, copy that image, come back here. I'm gonna paste it here, the URL, while I copy this, paste this here. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say for this, what was it, 349. Okay, 349. So now we're targeting the one that has the center class, okay, the one that's right in the center. So now we're targeting this. So we're saying for the center one, is it 349? We're gonna take this image to put it something different and paste it there, and then now there we go. Okay, so this is how the website's looking so far. Okay, now I feel like we've gone over the hardest part so far. The next thing that we want to do, we want to make sure that this is looking good as far as the sizes. So we're gonna say, make sure that this image is, we're saying background position, whoops, background position center, background size, oh my god, background size, we're gonna say cover, then we're gonna say background, oh my god, background repeat none, no repeat, matter of fact, no repeat. Okay, we're gonna copy this, we're gonna save that like that. Okay, there we go. All right, so it's looking good so far. Now the next thing that we want to do is for this image itself, we want to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so but now we're targeting just the image, not the video center div, right, which is part of that grid that we created. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this, what was the name of it? Transform, if I remember correctly, scale. We're gonna say scale by 2, right, and see how that looks. It looks huge. Okay. Let's do scale by 1, which is one size, and then we're gonna say scale by 1.1. okay, and then that's what you get. Okay, doesn't look that good. Okay, so let's say 0.05. Okay, I think that's better. There you go. All right, cool. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to put a border around this. So it's border 1 pixel solid. Okay, and the color of this, I'm gonna choose that one, which is like a little blue. Okay, I think it's a little bit lighter than that. So let me try to get that color. Let me see if I could get it. Let me see. That's why sometimes it's good to have Photoshop, because in Photoshop you could just come here and go like this, select file, open. Okay, click on this thing here, and yes, I know Photoshop is not free, and some of you guys could get it for free. That's great. Okay, get the colors directly from here, just like that. Okay, we got the color. Okay, so now let's come here, put the color here, and let's put in 3 pixels of the border. Okay, there we go. I think maybe 2 pixels. Yeah, 2 pixels is perfect. Now, once we do this, all right, we pretty much got that section done. Now we got to worry about this featured section. So we never really got to that, right? We just skipped it. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But for some reason, my brain just skipped that whole section. So here we're going to say on this featured, we're going to give this a padding. So let's say a padding of top and bottom of, let's say 50 pixels and 0 left and right. So we can move this down and have space down here too. Okay. Now we're going to copy this, paste this here, and we're going to say class title, right? Class title. And on this, we're going to say font size, say 2 rems, color white. Okay, let's see how big is that. That's too big. Okay, so then now let's bring it down to 1.8 rems. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay, now we want to move this up. So we're gonna give this this title, we're gonna give this a margin bottom of 50 pixels. Okay, margin bottom 50 pixels. That's a little bit too much. So let's say margin bottom 30 pixels. Yeah, I think that's looking better. Okay, so we got that part. Now we got that part, what we want to do is we want to make sure we do there's 2 little icons here, all right, the left and the right. So to do that left and right, remember we have a at the bottom, which is called arrows. So let's come back down here. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this so I don't have to write it. Okay, and I'm gonna put here arrows. Okay, there we go. Now I just realized one thing, that all the arrows are actually inside of this last images here, this last videos. So we could actually just make this even simpler. Like we don't even have to have a div called arrows. So we just move this from here and put it on the first one. Okay. Okay, same thing for this one. We move it to the last one, last video. Delete the arrows because we no longer need it. Okay. Then we target the different videos, right? So we're gonna come here, we're gonna say like this, video, okay, and then we say env child, okay, and we're targeting the first one. So I'm gonna do this just to target it to see if it's working. Okay, and there we go, it's working exactly how we want it. And then we're gonna say position absolute on this. Okay, position absolute. No, position relative, sorry. Position relative. Okay. And then we're gonna remove this from here. Position relative. We're gonna copy this, paste it. We're gonna say position absolute on this one. Now this one we're going to be targeting this arrow class. So we're gonna say, let's say for example, we're gonna remove this from here so we could target both of them. We're gonna say position, no, matter of fact, leave it there. Sorry, we're gonna say position absolute, background red. Okay, display flex. Okay, because we want this to be centered. We're gonna say justify content centered. Okay, align items center. Okay, all right, that's what we got so far. Now let's see. Okay, so everything is good, but now we having that problem of the size. So we're gonna have to put this. This is another thing. Now we're gonna have to put this inside. Instead of the video, we're gonna have to put it inside of the arrow. Okay, we're gonna have to do it like that. So we're gonna move this from here. No, move this, the arrow from inside of there of the video to inside of the where it says image. Okay, we're gonna have to do it like that. Okay, same thing up here. We're gonna have to move this from here, from the video, and put it inside of the image. Okay, save that. And then now we're gonna come. Okay, hold on, something weird just happened, and something weird is always happening with CSS. So okay, so we got this like this. Okay, position relative, not on the video. We're not gonna do this on the video. Okay, we're gonna do it on the image. So after we target that first one, we're gonna target the image itself. So we're gonna do that. Okay, and then now we're gonna say image. Okay, and we're going to target, once we target the image, we're going to target the arrow on this. Okay, there we go, exactly what we wanted. Guys, I know positioning could be a headache, but once you get it and you understand how things work, and you know things work exactly how you want it. Okay, so now in this we're gonna say height 100%. Okay, and there we go. My God. Okay, now we're gonna say here padding, let's say 20 pixels. Okay, and there we go. Now one thing that you're gonna notice, we need to start using this. So we're gonna say asterisk on the CSS reset. Do this right now. Box sizing. Okay, border box. Okay, and there we go. Now everything's looking nice. Now everything is exactly how we want it. Okay, now that we have that, we're gonna come here. Instead of changing this to red, we're gonna change it to black. Okay, we're gonna change that arrow to black. So we're gonna say RGBA. Okay, 0, 0, 0, which is black, and then the alpha, which is, let's say 0.5. So as you can see, now it's looking like that. Now, just because we're already here, let's just get the icons. So I'm gonna search for font awesome 4. Okay, you can use Font Awesome 5 if you guys want. I don't like that now they make you register and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to register to their website, right? So I hate that they made now that you have to actually register. So just copy this from here, use Bootstrap 4, everything works. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna search for Font Awesome 4, right? So we could get the documentation, which is this. Okay, and then we click on icons, then we click on left. Okay, angle left. I'm gonna copy this. Now we got some icons, right? So we're gonna go to our HTML where we had the left arrow, right? We actually put in the icon itself now. Okay, copy this and go to where it says right. Okay, inside of where it says right, we paste that in, and then we change this to say right. Okay, and there we go. So now we got some icons. Okay, now we have to say like this. We're gonna copy all of this, paste this here, then we're gonna say FA, which is the class of the icon. We're gonna target the FA, and then we're gonna say font size, let's say 2 rem, color white. Okay, and there we go. It's looking good, but it's actually not white. It's a bluish color. I think it's the same blue. Okay, so copy this, and we're gonna paste this here, which is that blue color. Okay, let me make this a little bit bigger. Font size 4 rems. Okay, make it a little bit smaller, 3 rems. All right, so that's looking good. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to do the same thing for the other one that's over here. So we're gonna have to copy this. Okay, we're gonna copy all of this. Okay, let me see. Now we can just put a comma here. We put a comma, okay, so because it's the same styles that we're gonna use for the right side, so we put a comma there at the end, and then in case you guys don't see it, hold on, let me see if I close this up. Okay, put a comma at the end, paste the same styles, okay, but then now we're targeting the 5th child, okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing over here. So copy this. Okay, copy this. Okay, and then let me see, we got position absolute. Now we're gonna have to actually just copy this one better, because this one's keeping the same sizes and same thing. We're gonna come here, paste this in, but put it on the 5th one. Okay, and then now on this one we're gonna have to copy this whole thing, paste this, and say put it for the 5th child. Okay, and then we're gonna say right 0, and there we go, kids. Ta-da! You know what I mean? Oh my god. Yeah, so we got Jesus Christ, what's going on? And then I feel bad for you guys when you guys is doing all of this stuff, man, because it is a headache, man. Okay, so this, I'm gonna put in a padding of 10 pixels around the arrow, right? And then what we're gonna do is, we got 10 pixels, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the font size a little bit bigger, make it 4, and there we go. Okay, now There's always something going on, kids. Okay, there's always something going on. Something always gonna mess up. That's for sure. That's what you always gotta keep in mind. Something's always gonna mess up no matter what. Okay, so we have to target this one here that we are targeting. Okay, I think we're gonna have to, okay, which one is this one? This is the first one. Okay, this is the first one. Why is this one being, hold on. Okay, no, this is the fifth one, right? Inspect. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out why isn't this going to the right like how it's supposed to. Okay, this is supposed to be position relative. Okay, this is supposed to go right. Oh, I put right 10. Of course it's gonna be messed up. Put 0 here. Okay, and put padding 10. Okay, human errors, guys. Okay, you can't do nothing about that. Okay. All right, so we got that part done. Okay, now currently, you know, it doesn't look amazing because it's missing so many different elements, and also too, this container needs to be bigger. One thing that I noticed is that the space over here is much bigger. So let's go to the container and make this 1400 pixels. Okay, and there we go. I think that's more like it. Okay. All right, cool. So we're gonna stop right here, guys, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye.